Let's go. So is Jack Bech being viewed by LSU as a Travis Kelce type of tight end for this team? So look, you're going to be shocked at what I'm going to show you about what LSU did for Jack Bech in this game as far as running the Travis Kelce role. But the first thing I want to do, obviously, and you guys saw this play during our Garrett Nussmeier film study earlier, we're not going to spend too much time on this, but the key thing here, Jack Bech needs to be the full-time starting tight end because this is a block a tight end normally makes. This is a type of block that Cole Taylor has struggled with. The only thing was we did get away with the 15-yard penalty leg whip there. That's an easy fix. Tell them not to do it. If the coaching staff does that, Jack Bech has proven that he could be an amazing blocker at LSU. Now, before we get to the Travis Kelce throw or play, what's really fascinating is, obviously, that was a big question. Once LSU said that they were going to try Jack Bech as a tight end, well, can he block? Now, once again, this is McNeese State, and they were really tired here in this fourth quarter. But as you see here, Jack Bech pulls off a perfect double team here with Xavier Hill, and then he kicks this guy out to help spring Corey Kiner for the touchdown. Now, before I show you this crazy passing concept that LSU might have ripped from the Kansas City Chiefs, understand that offensive coordinators and play callers take other concepts from other coaches all the time. So it's far more common than you think. But let's go ahead and dig into this beautiful bean footage. Let's go! Get one final look here before this ball is actually snapped. And in fact, the safety runs into the box and then runs back out. But anyway, we get the snap here, and we actually complete a really nice ball here to Jack Bech. If they line up that close to the line of scrimmage, let's make them pay. So this time we have Corey kind of rolling out to the left here, or running a flat route to the left for some pre-snap motion. And we get Jack Bech over the middle. And I want you just to see how clean this is. Snap is back, pre-step drop, no extra steps, none of that BS. And look at where this ball is just placed. Boom. How many throws have you seen Max Johnson make with that much confidence, that much accuracy, and my favorite thing here, no wasted movement, okay? Get the football, get upfield, secure the catch, and we pick up a few extra yards. Could he have cut upfield a little quicker? Maybe, but still, perfect throw, perfect catch, and that is essentially what we had here. So a lot of you are probably like, okay, what was the big deal? I mean, come on, that's just one simple route, right? Well, no. You take a look at this here from SEC StatCat. He did a really nice breakdown of this play, and I was able to get in contact with him. I love Clark. He does some legit unreal work. Could it have been that LSU actually Googled Kansas City Chiefs passing plays and drew this play up for Jack Bech as a Travis Kelce player? That is legit what happened potentially here, because as Clark points out here, you can Google Kansas City Chiefs passing plays. This is actually the first play that does pop up in the search, and this is also known as the Travis Kelce route. And Jack Bech is very much like Travis Kelce. He is a tight end in name only. Don't get it twisted. I am not saying Jack Bech is Travis Kelce. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying there's a lot of coincidences brought up there by SEC StatCat that the LSU coaching staff might be viewing Bech as a Kelce type of player. But you could basically see here, Travis Kelce, I said it myself, Jack Bech finding the weak spot. He's got that Alvin Kamara turf tape on the back of his arms. I like that. And obviously he catches this football right there. So, look. Okay, so once again, it's not the most amazing route. It's not the most impressive physical act you'll ever see. But there is one extra bonus on this throw by Max Johnson, outside of his confidence, outside of him actually just planting his feet in the ground and just throwing a confident strike. I want you to see if you pick up on the one little extra nugget that this play provided for LSU, okay? So we're running this play one more time. Let you see if you pick it up. And by the way, we did hit 5,000 subscribers. Are you kidding me? Okay, Jack Bech is getting me excited. We're excited. You're excited. And you got to watch that play, okay? So let's bring it back and let's see if you can pick up the little hidden meeting. The one little hidden extra bonus to this play, okay? The pass protection, okay? There's two things I really like about the pass protection on this play, okay? Let's bring it all the way back. A little extra nugget for you. That's why you're here on PHL, man. We give you all these little extra things. That wasn't smooth at all. I had to do a 3-hour radio show earlier today. Anyway, this is my favorite thing. Okay, so they have 6 men, and we know the offensive line knows that Corey Kiner is not going to be back there. So we are still in 5-man protection. So we get a little lucky that they back out of it. But this is a key thing here. Look at how good the pass protection was on this play. So once they saw that they only had to block 4 guys, look at how well this is, okay? How well this is. They actually run a stunt here, and look at how well we picked this up. Communication is good. You guys saw in our film study earlier this week that we did not do a good job picking up the stunt here, and look at how well all of this is passed off. Easy pocket, all that good stuff right there, man. We throw a strike, you can't beat that. But this is the major takeaway from the pass protection, is that it didn't matter. Okay? The best thing about this throw and catch from LSU is the tempo, not only, getting up to the line of scrimmage was a little bit better. This play is a quick hitter. And not only is it a quick hitter, this was a quick hitter that we got for 10 yards through the air. Okay? So what does that mean? That even if LSU had crappy protection here, or let's just say we were getting bull rushed here, it still would have been throw and catch. Max Johnson not giving away that he's throwing this ball to Jack Bech at first. Then he looks this way. We also had Kayshawn open. So, we could have thrown to Kayshawn. So our 2 best receivers up to this point, Jack Bech and Kayshawn Butte, not only did they get open, not only was the play call really good, the route combinations, the pass protection was good, but it wouldn't have really mattered, right? Because the ball came out so fast. That right there, people, is elite offense. Great protection, but it didn't really matter. That was a big thing about the 2019 team, is sometimes the protection wasn't great, but Joe and the timing of it was so fast that it didn't matter what the pass protection would do, right? We broke down Mississippi State play from 2019 where that exact thing was the exact case not too long ago. So when you have receivers that get open, when you have passing concepts that get open, when you have guys that you can rely on, when you have a quarterback that is fully confident, all those things just kind of intertwine within each other. So that's another really good thing about this play, was not only, once again, it seems simple. I like this Corey Kiner hustle to get down the field and help block if needed. It was that it was just quick. That is what you want your offense to look like. So more of this, please, Jake Peetz. Please, please, please. So yeah, Jack Bech is really good. I mean, you're looking at some of the advanced stats from CFB data, including predicted points added, which is an EPA per play metric. You see that his PAA was actually the highest out of any offensive player in this game for LSU, which means he was very efficient. And that makes a lot of sense because he only had 4 targets on this game, which equated to 4 catches for 57 yards. Do some simple logic, that means he also wasn't one of the many wide receivers that was dropping passes. So when you throw the ball to Jack Bech, so far he catches it. That was the case against UCLA, where he had 1 catch on 2 targets, and as you guys see this acrobatic photo right here, the ball actually shouldn't have gone to Jack Bech on this play. Kayshawn was actually open for a first down over the middle, but Max threw it that way anyway. He was under pressure. So, it's fascinating how efficient he's been, not only as a route runner, but as you guys saw early, as a blocker outside of, fixing the leg whip thing. So, yes, when you look at the efficiency and look at all that, once again, it's only 2 games, and McNeese is an FCS team. But those that followed Jack Bech in high school, you are not shocked at all with what this guy has been able to accomplish and how good he is already just right off the jump. And it's ironic, we mentioned the Kansas City Chiefs a little bit earlier. LSU's kind of in a similar scenario in that the Chiefs have Hill and Kelce and not a whole lot as pass-catching options. Well, that's kind of the thing now with LSU. And I think if they view their offense the same way, they'll be also better served, right? Keep those 2 on the field as much as you possibly can, and a number 3 and number 4 will eventually emerge. Look, Max is throwing the ball quicker, more more efficiently, and more confident. You look at both of Kayshawn's TDs against McNeese. Guess what? Guess who was running the underneath route? Jack Bech, and he actually could have caught those balls, or if Max would have decided to throw the ball there, he could have caught and ran it in himself, but Kayshawn was a better option because he was already in the end zone. Also, you take a look at Trey Palmer's touchdown. Jack Bech was open on a route. You take a look at the Cole Taylor screen that they run against UCLA. As we mentioned in that film study at the time, I was like, why aren't you running that play for Jack Bech? LSU, in fact, did run that same play for Jack Bech, and it turned out to be a good first down. And you look overall, LSU is last in the SEC in a stat called success rate, which means how successful are you on certain downs. So I won't get into, the breakdowns of success rate, but obviously you want this number to be better than last in the SEC. Well, guess what? Jack Bech, of course, has high success rate. When he catches the football, it's going to likely be for a first down. So every metric, every last bit of film that we've done through these first 2 games shows you that Jack Bech needs to play more. I know a lot of you have already come to that conclusion just with the eye test. We all agree that he needs to play more. How do you actually do that? Well, I think LSU should go on ahead and make Jack Bech the full-time tight end. I like Cole Taylor's story, but there's obviously some limitations that we have pointed out on film, and I still think Cole down the road, potentially as a year 3 guy, could be a contributor at tight end. But you guys saw the blocking for yourself. Now, obviously, there's going to be some rough blocking games from Jack. That always is going to happen from true freshmen, especially someone that is really new to blocking. And there's just going to be bumps in the road from true freshmen just in general. But you just need to play him at that tight end and then put him at the Y and then do potentially some Travis Kelce type of routes like you saw today and keep him involved in the offense. And honestly, as far as LSU's wide receiver rotation, as you guys have heard on live streams from me, tighten it, but it's going to be easier to tighten it if you know Bech and Kayshawn are guys that need to be on the field at all times. And then you can find the other guy that potentially can work alongside him, whether that be Palmer or Jenkins or BTJ Moore, whoever you want to mention. And then you can go from there. But, based on my film review from Jack Bech, in high school, he was my highest rated receiver out of the 5. None of this is really shocking, but it is really, really, really good. Now, we'll see once the level of competition goes up and the snap count goes up, but I do think he's up for the challenge. Now, this video has got me excited. I'm feeling positive about LSU football based on a few different things that I saw from film. And we'll get more into run fits and all of that, but I'm trying to think positive thoughts as we get ready for Central Michigan, right? Because this game is going to be very interesting, okay? So, once again, don't forget our live stream schedules, halftime and Tuesday nights and post games and all that good stuff. And we did hit 5,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. Here's to 5,000 more, okay? Let's go. Let's go, Bech. Let's go, offense. Let's do it. Let's go. It is Power Hour LSU. Boom. Oh, yeah, we're doing spaghetti tonight. Sketty, let's go.